day everyone. Today I'm gonna make 3 different cutting boards. This is the first one. I made an opening in the middle, and the pieces that I have took out, I kept them in pieces like this. I made them a shape of a drop, a water drop, a shape of something like will be under the drop like this, and the splash will be some pieces like this, like a splash under the drop. So it will be something like a drop of water falling down, and there is a splash under it, and I'll see how I'll fit it in, because I want to make the epoxy be visual inside, plus more wood. I don't want to put less wood. So this is the first one. I just cut it with a jigsaw, and I have sanded it, and I have painted a little bit with epoxy to stop the bubbles. And then I will start with glass epoxy to just give it a face of paint to stop the bubbles also, and then I will start filling it up. This is number 1. Number 2, this one have you know, the golden sheets. This sheets. This one is not golden, it's something else. It's copper. This sheets, I'm gonna route with a V to make it look like cracks, you know. It's like cracks in the wood. I'm gonna route it to, it will be looking like cracks. It will not be something straight lines or anything. It will be like going like this, like this. It will be like a crack in the wall or in the wood or something, and then I will put the glue inside it and fill it up with this sheets of golden sheets, and I think I will make gold and silver sheet inside. So it will be like something, and then I will cover it with glass epoxy just to keep the sheets inside. And that's project number 2. Number 3, it's this one. This one, I have made this small jig. It's a very easy thing to do. You see, it's very simple. I have put a 90-degree in the height of this wood, and then I fix it to the table that it will not move. So now I am measuring 5 centimeters away from the first cut. Each cut I'm measuring 5 centimeters away, and this is my reference. It's have to be 5, 5. So I will get a straight cut each time together. You get it? So this is how I'm doing it. This is a very easy thing to do. It's only the first cut. You need to manage to get it straight. That's all. And then the rest you go by the first cut. 5 centimeters each time. Or it's up to you how long you want it. But this one I'm gonna fit inside an oak wood. This is walnut, and I'm gonna fit oak inside. So it will be 1 centimeter of oak line. But the first thing, I'm gonna cut this in half. After I finish routing it, I will cut it in half and put it the upside way. So the edges will be in the middle and the straight side will be outside. And then I will fit the pieces of oak inside. In Norway we call it eik. So this is the idea about this. So this is 3 cutting boards I'm making. I wish it will come out nice. Really, I'm very busy in building and fixing something at home. I don't have time to make any projects. I have a request from somebody to make for him to show him how to make the easiest way shelves for books, and he have heavy books. I'm sorry to him, but I'm really busy this couple of weeks. I wish to have time to do it for you, but I will find time, I promise. Okay, now this is ready. I just made the lines to router it, to fill up the gold sheet inside it, and I'm gonna use this router bit. It's 2 millimeter to make the lines a little bit deep. So I will push the sheets inside and then cover it with a level of epoxy. So I'm gonna use the Milwaukee router, and I'm gonna use a little bit high speed because I wanted to get a clean cut. So maybe I'm gonna use 4 or 5. I usually use the speed 3 or 4 all the time, but this time I'm gonna use between 4 and 5. So we're gonna see how it will end, and I'm gonna show you when I finish routing. Now I have just finished gluing. So this is what I have glue on, like it will be lines, and then I'm gonna clean it up to the surface, like make it flush, and sand it, and then I will cut it in half and put it opposite way and fill it up with epoxy. This is one. The second one I have filled it up with glass epoxy, as you see over here. I have filled it up with yellow gold and purple gold, pink gold. This one over here I have just painted with epoxy, so I will not get bubbles when I'm working, and I will sand it on 600 just to give it a small, and I have paint inside over here to keep the bubbles away, and then I will sand it 600, and then I will put this guys in a way inside. I will see what is the best way to put it, and I didn't decide yet, but I think this one have to go there. That's standard procedure because it's look like a shoe here, and I will make sure that it's as much as it can to the top, and the epoxy around it will be black, not very dark but black. So this is the 3 cutting board I'm working on. We're gonna see. This one I will not cut anything of it. It will stay like this. It will stay. I'll just make a shape over here and a shape on the other end, and it will stay like it is. Okay, I'm gonna use the new Milwaukee belt sander, the FBTS75. Now this thing, thank you, really thank you, Milwaukee. We needed something like this in here, and I have a 100 and so you will not say that I'm bluffing and using a 60 or a 50 grip. I'm using a 150 grip to show you how fast it clean up material. You can push the button over here. See, you can press it and make this button stand and hold it and work, and you have extra lights, 2 lights over here. You can work even in the night. and you have the speed control over here. I'll make it a little bit faster. Let's say 4. I was using it on speed 3. That's very good. Let's try to use 60. And I'm not using a vacuum machine with it because it's really have a good vacuum system. Of course, I'm using only Milwaukee tools, so I have to use Milwaukee belt sander. This is a 40. See here, it's a 40, and we're gonna see the mark saying that way, so we're gonna put it this way. That's it. And then there's a spring here. You can close it very easily and very fast. It's quiet enough. Bit to the back to get more grip on the side. Some clamps over here to keep this one in place. Now I have finished that side, so I can clamp this side. Smaller. There you go. this is a really good machine. It's a good one. Okay, so I have made this epoxy container box. I fill it up with silicone on the sides to contain the epoxy in it. So these two pieces will go like this and like this. I want them tight to each other. I don't want them to be so much far from each other. So it will be like this. And a small tip to everybody: don't make your project, the container, bigger so much from your project. Make it as tight as can be. You will save too much epoxy. In place of making it a couple of centimeters from the both way bigger and then cut and sand and route and I don't know what, make it easier for yourself. Always use a small container so the epoxy will be less that you use, as you spare money, you know. This one is gonna fill up here and here. See, and I'm gonna take this camera up. See, I'm gonna fill it up here, so it will be, and over here, so it will be square. And then I'm gonna fill it up with blue color, all of this. And this one I have just used aluminum tape. I didn't make a container. It's enough with the aluminum tape, and I'm gonna put a piece of glass under it to keep it straight, and it will rise. I'll fill up the half, and then put this guys. I will stick on them golden sheets and put them inside here, and then put the other level of epoxy on the top. And this one is almost ready, the one with the gold inside it, but there is small spaces after I sanded. There is small dots in it that I need to fill it up because it's there was some bubbles in it, small ones. So I'm gonna just fill it up and then sand it again. So I will show you after I finish pouring the epoxy. I will show you guys how it will look. Okay, just have finished putting the epoxy. I cannot move it, I need to move the phone. So this is how it looks. You see, I put a black color under it and the base, and on the top I put a very light green yellow color, and this is how it looks like. It's like pieces of gold inside the wood. What do you think, guys? And here this one also is the same. This is real gold in it, and this one is the ocean, as they call it, the river, but I think that it's an ocean color. I made some places with, I put some yellow to make it look green. Of course, after I finish sanding and everything and shining up and polishing, it will look much better. Okay, it is finished. Now we're just gonna add the finishing. Let's see. This one is golden pieces inside it. It's pieces of wood covered with gold sheets. And this is the river plate. It's for serving fish or food. When I do something have to do with water, I make it for fish. So I make it long to put. If you have a long fish, you can just lay it down here with some potatoes and tomatoes around it to look good. And here you have this plate. It's gold with copper. No, sorry, gold, yellow gold and orange gold. So now we're going to put the finish on it. This is a special finish that is made for cutting board. It's durable, but of course this is a plate, not a cutting board, as long as I need it durable also. So and I made over here in the sides a routing. I made, if you can see here, I made a small route just to make the fingers go down, so it will be easier to pick it up. And almost done. Voila! How does it look, guys? Incredible. I love the golden thing inside. So I'm gonna make all of them and then show you what it will look in the end. Let's finish. Of course, I use this leather piece of clothes to clean up the extra finish on it. It's best to use leather because it will never make it 100% dry. It will keep some amount of finish, and however you clean it, you will still get some finish inside it that you can use it again or wipe it or make an extra cleaning, so you will not make the wood get 100% dry. You get it? Clean it up perfectly. Of course, this is gonna look good. Voila! Okay, this is the first one. You see the 2mm lines inside of gold, and this is the back. Do you like the grain? I love it. And this is the second one. It's a river, and of course I made the corners over here that you can hold it, and it's routed from the edge. It's a plate, and look at this black line in the middle. It's beautiful. It starts here with blue and black, and I made the lines go make a shadow here as a shadow, and then it starts to be dark. How is it? Looks great. And this is the gold one. Of course, it's enough with the pieces of gold. The background is normal black. I couldn't make anything inside it because it have to be dark black, so I don't get any light from the behind. so it will not kill the look of the gold. And this is the back, and all of them have this place that you can hold it from. So guys, hope you like what I did this time, and wish you the best. Please subscribe